In this review, we look at the Walmart exclusive Classic Doctor Strange. This Doctor Strange comes in standard Marvel Legends style packaging with a big window box, which probably is going to be going on way in the future. So for now, we can see all the accessories clearly in the box. Not so much in the future. We have two alternate heads, alternate hands, axe, staff, and two magic effects. Doctor Strange logo on the bottom. Nice artwork of Doctor Strange on the side. That same artwork on the back with the short bio in multiple languages. Attention warnings, your sad onion, Marvel trademarks. You got your legalese and barcode on the bottom. Doctor Strange logo on the top. Here we have Doctor Strange in the plastic tray. You can see all the accessories clearly. And he looks really good. A lot of good accessories. You got the cape coming through the back. Nice details. And here we have Doctor Strange free to plastic tray. Outside the packaging, it looks really good. It's classic Doctor Strange is what we've been wanting for a long time. It comes with a decent amount of accessories. When they do these standalone figures like this, I like to see them come with a lot of accessories. Feels like we're actually getting our money's worth. Especially with the new price points going forward. Let's take a look at them and see what's good, what's bad, and see what we think. First off, let's look at the accessories. We got two magic casting effects, which we've seen quite a few times. I like that we got these, but I'd like to see some new variations, because we got, two magic effects they keep using over and over and over. And power and the magic effects. Let's see some new accessories, Hasbro. We got a axe with nice sculpting. Got very nice details on it. So got a little bit of color variation. Looks really good with the axe. And we got this. I'm afraid I don't know what this one is. I'm not the biggest expert on Doctor Strange, but the detailing is really nice. Sculpting. You got faces on each side. Really nice details here, and actually picked up color on the shaft of the wand. You have a sleepy time Doctor Strange. One thing I noticed with this one though is like the gray don't match between the two heads. You notice they got on the eyes closed head, the sideburns are gray. On the regular head, they're black. And we have a blue Silver Surfer head, which I understand what they were going for, but using the Silver Surfer head, probably not the best call for this, because Silver Surfer ain't got no ears. And he's got two alternate hands. He's got a closed fist, and he's got a grip hand to hold either the axe or the wand. And on the figure, there's two spellcasting hands, which look really nice. We've seen quite a few times though, and these are not new sculpts. And speaking of new sculpts, he does have a all new torso, arms, heads. Those look really good. I really like the head sculpt that comes installed on the figure. Looks really nice. Very much classic Doctor Strange. I don't know which one I like better, this one or the classic Toy Wiz head. Both of them resemble different eras of Doctor Strange. On reuse on the figure, we have the legs from the Sunfire mold. The cape is a retool from the previous Doctor Strange with the black and red Strange. It's a slight retool of this cape, which let's look at the retools. I don't know why Hasbro decided to do this, which is very strange. They retooled this cape as basically just sits over the shoulders and it's a loose piece. This one, they retooled the collar opening where it will actually snap around the shirt collar on Strange. But they also made a peg behind the eye Agamotto and put a hole in the chest. And this is glued to the figure. I don't know why they decided to do that, because Doctor Strange takes his cape off sometimes. When you had the cape is already meant to be taken off as an accessory, they glued it onto this one. I don't get that. That's very strange. The sculpt is nice. We've seen the cape before. You got the nice texture details. Been nice if we got a wash or something to pick out that detail. The gold actually really highlights those lines, seem like a little bit more. And we got a little more shading on the previous cape. And they also only painted the eye Agamotto gold. On the previous one, they did pick out the eye in silver to make it stand out a little bit better. As for articulation on the figure, it's pretty well standard Marvel Legends with little tweaks here. You got the disc in his neck. You can look up, look down, tilt side to side, full 360. Disc in shoulders, go up this far. Rotation is going to be limited. It's got full 360, but you can't really do it because of the cape. This is what's weird. It almost looks like they were planning on doing bicep swivels with the Sculpt, because that goes all the way around. And we don't have bicep swivels. We don't have double joint elbows, but we got the old style swivel elbows and with this much range. Why didn't they just use the arms from this mold? You got nice pinless arms, double jointed, with much better range of motion. And it's even got the wrinkled cuffs. All they had to do is new lower piece. And it doesn't make much sense to me. Like, why not just use these arms? But anyway, you have hinge and swivel wrist, vertically hinged. On the grip hand, it is horizontally hinged. You got a ab crunch, which goes forward this far. Back's going to be hindered because of the cape. Got a waist twist. Ball joint hips, kick out this far. There's a slit in the side of the shirt skirt for this side to go out farther. I don't know why they didn't put the slit on both sides. You got thigh rotation, double joint knees. And what in the world just happened there? My disc, that just happened. That is, looks like it's been cut. I just took this out of the packaging. Wow. I guess I'll be going through my fodder bin and find that. Let me put this back together and we can finish out the articulation. Okay, I'm back with the gun back together. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with quality control on a lot of these collectible lines here lately. They've been terrible. But let's get back to on this one. The double joint knees, I got this back together and I was able to actually just repair the knee joint, heat and glue it back together and heat it and put it back together. So we got this much range. He can kick his own butt. Boot rotation, which I really wished Hasbro would make a smooth leg for characters that don't have a boot. So I don't like boot rotation when you have this smooth look. When you have actually boot, I like it. When it's just supposed to be a smooth shin, not so much. Hinged ankles, up, forward, and backwards. Ankle rockers, pivots, whichever you want to call it. And other than the arms, the articulation's really pretty good. I just don't like these swivel elbows, especially when you could have just used from the Red Skull Dormammu body. And when you could have got the same effect and better range of motion. But overall, the look of it's great. I like having the classic Doctor Strange. This is something we've been wanting for a long time in Marvel Legends. And it just stinks they had to make it a store exclusive. Make it hard for everybody to get the Strange that everybody wanted. They kept doing variations of the black and red Strange, the more modern Strange. But this is the one everybody wanted. Well, some of the shortcomings with the figure I mentioned, with I don't know why they decided to put a peg in the chest and glue the cape on. I actually bought a second one and did a modification where I made it where you can actually remove the cape and where you can have an actually variation for Doctor Strange if you want them to have with the cape or without the cape, which I don't understand why they couldn't done that. I went the extra step too on this one and actually embedded a magnet in the chest, because I'll probably end up getting a soft goods cape eventually, and I can attach to there using the magnet. And if you are wanting to remove the cape from the figure, I was able to match up the blue on Dr. Strange pretty well dead on by mixing some Testors Monomaster acrylic, French blue, some purple gloss, and a little bit of white, because this has got almost got like a purplish hue to the blue. Well, it does have purplish hue to the blue because I had to use purple to get the color match right. So, but really, you don't even need the magnet for the cape to stay on. Where they retooled the neck opening, it actually snaps around the collar, so there was no need for them to glue the cape to the chest. It was such a weird decision to do that. It would have been nice too if they could have added a little more paint too, like for the Agamotto, like I mentioned on the previous one. They painted it silver where it stand out, where it actually looks like he's got the eye open. And I like how they did the gold piping around the edge of the cape a little better too on the previous one. And also too, with picking out the details, this stark yellow kind of hides like some of the sculpting work. So I applied, like I did with my shocker, I used the mahogany wash, went over that so you can actually see all the nice details now. I detailed out the Agamotto. And also too, I made the Sleepy Time head match the regular head. I painted the sideburns black. That's about the only thing I did with this head. But anyway, it's still great to have the classic Doctor Strange. Just wish they had the cape be removable and didn't have QC problems. That was ridiculous. It was no way that could not have been noticed, because it was cut all the way in two. I don't know what is going on with QC stuff and checking figures. I recently got the Thundercats Ultimates figures, and Mum-Ra had 2 left lower legs. The paint on Tigra is absolutely awful. And the Groon had a mismolded knee joint where one of the knees wouldn't even move. I know it's a different company, but I've had a lot of QC issues with Hasbro too. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but they really need to step up their QC. Especially when they're wanting to start charging these premium prices for these figures. We should be getting premium quality. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.